Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zeng here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Rank where I climb the online VGC 20 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. For the next couple of days, we'll be trying out a brand new rental team. This team was actually used by Alex Ogloza to get #1 on the ladder just a few days ago. For those that don't know who Alex is, he is a huge content creator in VGC. He used to do a ton of stuff on YouTube, and I'll link his old YouTube channel in the description below, but he's recently come back for Sword and Shield, and he's been streaming pretty exclusively on Twitch, and he is one of my favorite Twitch streamers, and he, I think, makes really entertaining content, but he's also obviously phenomenal at the game, so please go check him out. I'll link his Twitter, Twitch, and his old YouTube channel all in the description below. He really was one of the first content creators to do VGC content on YouTube, and he is really good at the game, so shout out to him because he streamed pretty much his entire run to get #1, and I was there when he actually hit it, and it was like a super hype moment, and he used this team for pretty much the entirety of the run. So yeah, if you want to try out this team yourself, feel free to try it out. I know a lot of people have been asking when I'm going to feature my next team, and I'm going to Dallas Regionals today actually, but when I am back on Monday afternoon, I will make more Road to Ranked, and I'll be using the team that I bring to that tournament. So I'm recording this before I go to the event, so I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I want to bring to it, but I've got some ideas up my sleeve, and regardless of what I end up bringing, I think it should be a fun time, and yeah, hope to meet some of you guys there. So this team revolves around mainly a Mudsdale, like an Assault Vest Mudsdale, where you basically swagger yourself with Grimmsnarl, but it's also got fake tiers, which you can, synergize pretty decently with Togekiss and Duraludon, where you can just fake tiers things and kind of sweep through. But a lot of the setup when Alex is playing with this team is you basically burn things, you use support Arcanine to spread Will-O-Wisp and Snarl, and then you basically sweep with Mudsdale after getting your screens up as well. It basically becomes unkillable. But a lot of cool components to this team, and I believe it was originally inspired by a team that featured Durant, and Alex just edited it basically accordingly. So excited to try it out, and thank you to Alex for providing the team, and congrats to him for making it all the way to #1 on Battle Stadium. Without further ado, let's just jump into this episode. Alright, we're going to find our first opponent of the day up against Dan. Let's see what they are using. Ooh, there is a Obstagoon there. That's neat. They've also got their own Mudsdale. So Battle of the Mudsdales here. We've got 3 of the 6 same Pokemon actually, with Mudsdale, Togekiss, and the Duraludon. So Grimmstar was really the Pokemon I'm wondering about. And yeah, I think we'll probably see a lot of Mudsdale at Regionals this weekend, which is why the question of the day is I want to know what you think will win Dallas Regionals, which is actually going to be, I think, the biggest regional championship in VGC history, which is kind of nuts, but it's so cool that many people are coming out and tuning in. This is tricky. They've got speed control. I want to bring Mudsdale for sure. I want to bring Gastrodon as well, so I'm looking at Gastrodon and Mudsdale right now. Grimmsnarl for screens is still alright, but it gets kind of demolished by Togekiss and Whimsicott. Maybe my own Togekiss as a lead, but it's the Duraludon that I'm really worried about. Okay, I'm gonna go Grimmsnarl. Maybe Gastrodon as a lead actually isn't too bad. I guess the one thing I have to watch out for is that Whimsicott. I think Milotic as a lead is relatively unlikely. So I'm actually going to go Grimmsnarl or Arcanine with Mudsdale and Gastrodon in the back. If Milotic comes out, then... oh, right. But the thing is, because we've got Gastrodon, I think Milotic's life is a lot harder in this matchup. And it's basically, like, even if you bring it, all your water type attacks, if you're not running, like, spread type attack, it's just going to get redirected into Gastrodon. So I feel relatively confident Milotic isn't going to come out as a lead here, but it comes out as a lead. So my opponent making me look real silly right now. So we're going to get into the first game. As always, if you guys enjoy Road to Rank, please share support by leaving a like. I'd appreciate it. And, oh my goodness, what have we done here? I really didn't think my opponent would just lead it here. Like, I felt so confident about that. That's why I was like, nah, I could just lead Gastrodon. I mean, it's not the end of the world. We could switch out Grimmsnarl and a Gastrodon here. And Will-O-Wisp. Mudsdale. But it's definitely not ideal. Because the question is, how do we beat Milotic once it's already boosted up? This is the risk of leading an Intimidator into a team that has competitive, specifically Milotic. So I gambled there and it did not pay off. So I should get punished for that. Nice switch too. That's probably Arcanine coming in, isn't it? Well, it's actually Obstagoon. That's also quite smart. Shiny Obstagoon too. Really well played by my opponent to start off this game. Yeah, so I'm sure it's going to be Guts here. And I'm expecting an Icy Wind here. So Togekiss would have been the approach in this game, but the Duraludon's what really scared me. Like, seeing Duraludon team preview made me not want to bring it. But given what my opponent ended up bringing, it would have been perfect. I think we get rolled over by this Milotic. I mean, the upside is that it can't, it can only click Icy Wind. Let's see. I think I want to protect here and go out into Grimmsnarl and set up screens. We can still definitely do this. We just made the game a lot harder for ourselves to start off. Against Arcanine Milotic, Togekiss would have been good because this is the Scope Lens critical hit set, so you can crit through things. Like Togekiss and Grimmsnarl actually would have worked out decently. Even Gastrodon Togekiss could have been fine. I wanted to lead the Gastrodon too, but just the Whimsicott with Energy Ball that really scared me. Alright, so there's knockoff. Okay, an Icy Wind again? Alright. So the good thing about having Gastrodon out here is that the Milotic can't really do much damage to us. Although Icy Winds are still hitting decently hard at +2. So you're gonna go for another... I think I might Reflect and Recover. Yeah. I think we probably want to Dynamax the Mudsdale in this game. Because if we Dynamax it and have Light Screen up, Milotic won't do that much damage to us. A lot about this team is also positioning to get a free Swagger in with the Mudsdale, but I don't want to switch it in now because I don't want to get knocked off. So I'm going to Recover and Light Screen this, or Reflect this turn. And then we'll Light Screen next turn, and then maybe switch out Gastrodon as Obstagoon Obstructs. Okay, nice. So then what I want to do is maybe swap Gastrodon into Mudsdale next turn, and then swap Grimmsnarl into Gastro the following turn after that. Okay. So we'll heal all the way back up, and now we can set up Light Screen with Grimmsnarl as well. But this is the problem. This is what happens when you give Milotic a boost. But I don't know. I feel like I'll do the post-game analysis afterwards because there's a lot of thoughts about this. But yeah, it's always risky to just switch something in. I don't know. I guess the more I look at it, the more I think... I mean, I wanted Arcanine for Snarl because I was really thinking Whimsicott, Togekiss, and Duraludon would just come out earlier on here. So, let's see. We're back at full HP. I think we're going to set up Light Screen now with Grimmsnarl. Yeah. Let's go for Earth Power into Obstagoon and Light Screen. And then I think maybe we pull the trigger next turn and switch Gastrodon out into Mudsdale and Swagger it. Alright, so there's a knockoff. How much does that do? Alright, not too bad. And another Icy Wind comes out. Grimmsnarl avoids it. Okay. The only thing I'm scared of is if the Grimmsnarl or the Obstagoon calls this and actually knockoffs the Gastrodon slot on the switch out. Because losing Assault Vest would be really bad here. I think I wanna... Do I want to pull the trigger this turn? Might be better to stall it out and knock out the Obstagoon first. Mudsdale isn't that big of a threat to us. Got to be worried about Recover from Gastrodon too. I mean, another Earth Power will knock that out. Alright, I'm going to Recover this turn and Swagger the Milotic. Swaggering Milotic just, you know, makes it potentially less useful as well. I just want to scout out from what my opponent did this turn. And if Gastrodon goes down here, actually, that'd be ideal. Maybe I should have just gone for Earth Power instead, actually. Yeah, it's just going to Facade, okay. Is that KO? It does not. Milotic hits itself in confusion, so we actually heal back up. But I'm not sure I wanted that, to be honest. I'd rather have had a Gastrodon just have fainted there, I think. Because we're wasting our own screens here, that's the problem, right? Because it's leftovers, Milotic, okay. Yeah, it's been, what, like a 10-minute game so far, and neither of us have even taken a knockout yet? So I think you just Facade here into Gastrodon again. You have to Icy Wind, I think, right? But I can't bring in Arcanine. That does not work out for us. I think we just sack Gastrodon here. And just put all our eggs in the Grimmsnarl basket. I could Swagger... No, actually, I can't. It's Dark-type. Well, the problem with actually Gastrodon getting KO'd is then... I think I have a great option here. I was going to say the problem with Gastrodon getting KO'd is then I can't redirect Water-type attacks away from my Milotic, so it can Dynamax and Max Geyser us. So spamming Swagger is not great, but the whole point of it is by increasing their attack. Alright, so Gastrodon faints there, but that's what we want. This Obstagoon put in a ton of work, honestly. We'll get the Icy Wind off, okay. This next turn is going to be a big turn because we finally got in the setup where we get the horse out. And if Milotic like hits itself in confusion, we'll get another special defense boost from Max Quake. Yeah, so now we finally bring in the Mudsdale, but I basically led right into Milotic, and I think that was my fear of a bunch of things that I saw in Team Preview from my opponent. So we'll Dynamax, we'll Max Quake, and we'll Swagger ourselves. All it takes is one confusion hit, and I think this Mudsdale can just roll through. So, let's see. Let us see. Yeah, a lot about this team is basically positioning for the Mudsdale. I think Milotic probably wants to Dynamax here, but it doesn't look like it actually will, so... I guess by not Dynamaxing, you give her a chance to burn with Scald. But by not Dynamaxing, maybe +2 Max Quick actually knocks out. I'm not sure about that. So Mudsdale is out. Let's see. Swagger does connect. Okay, that's huge. We needed that. That is the risk of running Swagger. 85% is not the most accurate move. Oh, right. It's just going to knock off the Assault Vest. Right. I forgot about that. Alright. Does Milotic hit itself in confusion here? No, it doesn't. Does Scald KO us? I mean, oh, target's Grimmsnarl. And we survive with Light Screen. Okay. Well, that's a really surprising target. I feel like you should target Mudsdale there, but I guess it covers for Protect. And Max Quake picks up the KO. I think this might be horse time, guys. It might be time for the horse. We've got the screens up. We don't have our Assault Vest anymore, but with screens being up, I think maybe that's alright. Okay. So let's see. Let's see. It's just Mudsdale coming in from my opponent. But we can easily Swagger our own Mudsdale here again. That'll be a +4. And then we can get to a defense boost too. From Steel Spike. +4 Max Quake might just knock out the opposing Mudsdale though. But I think the Mudsdale here Dynamaxes always. I think I'll just go for the Quake. Yeah. Alright, so Mudsdale here has to Dynamax. I'm really surprised the Scald didn't go into my Mudsdale, but yeah, I mean, you might be worried about a Protector. Maybe you just want to try to get the knockout there in the Grimmsnarl. But huge that we knocked out the Milotic there. So now the question is, who's faster between our Mudsdales? If ours is faster, that gives us a really good advantage. Like an absolutely huge advantage. Swagger connects again. Okay, good. So we're at +4 now. We're probably going to withdraw Grimmsnarl into Arcanine this next turn for the Intimidate. Just Facade. That doesn't do that much. We're faster too. Oh boy. Giddy up, guys. Giddy up. Is that KO? Ah, so close. Yeah, maybe Steel Spike would have been more optimal there then. So Dynamax is going to end here. Stamina's fine. I don't really care about that at this point. And he's going to go for a Steel Spike of his own, but that's actually fine. Oh, and it goes into Grimmsnarl too. At this point, I think because we've gotten 2 Swaggers off, I think Mudsdale just sweeps here, because we get the free switch into an Arcanine. This Arcanine is Flamethrower too. That might just knock out the Mudsdale, honestly. But us being faster is huge. So we'll bring out Arcanine now. And let's see. Time is also getting low, so I have to be careful about that because right now I am in the disadvantage. Oh, we still have to turn to Dynamax. Or we're chilling then. Yeah, let's just Steel Spike. What could my opponent have in the back actually? All special attackers. So there's no need for that defense boost, is there? Yeah, let's just go for Max Quake. And Flamethrower. Oh, we don't have Flamethrower, we have Heat Wave. Oh, that's fine too. I don't know if Heat Wave knocks out Assault Vest Mudsdale in that range. Alright. Knockoff's gonna come out, so it's gonna be faster. But that's fine, we should just get a double KO here, I think. Nice, and by not knocking out Mudsdale, we actually get another boost. Unless we Speed Tie. That would make things very dicey. But you wouldn't be able to knock out my Mudsdale anyway. Alright, we go first. Beautiful. Alright, so that's out of the way. So now it's a 2-on-1. Our Dynamax is ended, but we've also knocked out our opponent's Dynamax. Yeah, I thought this was going to be a difficult game to come back with, but we got lucky, let the Milotic, like, didn't... The Skull wasn't going to knock out our Mudsdale anyway, but if it got a burn, that's where things would have gotten kind of tricky. And Whimsicott's my opponent's last one. That's definitely not going to do any enough. We don't have the Assault Vest anymore, though, but I think Light Screen is still up, so we should survive an Energy Ball. Oh, we're at +3 special defense. What am I saying? We kept Quaking. We can just Heavy Slam, and I guess Heat Wave is still more optimal. But yeah, I mean, Whim needs to crit this Energy Ball, and then, yeah, I mean, I'm saying, trying to think in what world Whimsicott wins this, but it just doesn't. Even if you crit the Energy Ball, I think we survive. And then you would need, I guess, like, crit Moonblast and get a special attack drop on Arcanine. But even then, I don't even think 2 of those knock out. Either way, though, this is a perfect demonstration for why this team is absolutely, like, brutal to go up against. This Mudsdale... It revolves around setting up the Mudsdale, basically. If you're able to do it, it can really just sweep through entire teams. But, yeah, I don't know. I think it might have been worthwhile for my opponent to just have gone for the knockoff Dynamax Milotic and Max Geyser into my Mudsdale. Like, that probably doesn't knock out, but then we don't knock out the Milotic in return with +2 Max Quake, and then the rain is up, I don't have Protect, and I think I just lose there. So, we got back into this game, but I'm not sure we really should have, and I think... I don't know. I don't feel great about leading Togekiss into this matchup because my opponent leads Whimsicott, like Duraludon, and I lead Togekiss Grimmsnarl. Like, I just get destroyed by Togekiss or Duraludon. So, I wanted something, and I just really didn't think Milotic would come out as the lead against this team. Mainly because I have the Gastrodon. So, I gambled that it didn't pay off, but we end up getting... I mean, I think we played alright, but for the most part, I think my opponent had a pretty safe play and ended up not going for it, which gave us the opportunity to get back into this game. But the horse put in work there. So, next game we're up against Gardevoir, Arcanine, Scrafty, Dracozolt, the Corviknight, and the Dracovish. So, double fossil Pokemon here. It's cool. So, anytime I see Corviknight, I mean, Arcanine is a must bring. Just for burn and Heat Waves. I feel like Gastrodon here is actually really crucial because it protects us from the... I mean, do we just go with the same 4 Pokemon? The problem with Togekiss and Duraludon is that they're both walled by the Corviknight, which I'm not fond of. Maybe we could just go with the same leads, honestly. Grimmsnarl, Arcanine with Gastrodon and Mudsdale in the back. Like, a boosted Gastrodon in this game looks really good, too. Yeah. I mean, Duraludon's honestly not bad offensively, though. It hits 3 of my opponent's Pokemon for super effective. Wait, but I need Arcanine, I need the Mudsdale, I don't know. I feel like this is still pretty consistent. Like, this team is really solid. I think one of the reasons, in order to climb up to #1 on the ladder, you need a team that can function really well in best of 1. And I think a lot of the best teams in this format are ones that revolve around Pokemon that are bulky, Pokemon that can disrupt, and not teams that are just like super aggro and heavy offense. And this team has a balance of that, you know? So we're gonna see Gardevoir and Arcanine, alright. That's alright. I mean, this is relatively free Light Screen Snarl. I guess I have to worry about the Will-O-Wisps from the Arcanine, though, don't I? Maybe I should have thought about that a little bit more. So that's why we bring Gastron in this matchup. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna light screen turn 1 and just Snarl, I think. Oh, but that's why we have a Safeguard on this Arcanine. Yeah, which is really cool. So we can just Safeguard to block the Will-O-Wisps. Strakovish comes out, okay. I don't mind that. I mean, I can just switch out into Gastrodon. And then probably burn it. We might Psychic Fangs, though. Snarl connects. Good. It's actually not bad damage there, but that was a crit on both. It's funny getting that when you're like this team actually has something like Scope Lens Togekiss. Oh, Trick Room. Alright, I gotta say, I wasn't expecting that, but that's cool. I think it's still safe to switch out into Gastrodon here, though, and burn the Dracovish. Yeah. I don't think a double up here is knocking out the Arcanine after the light screen. Your Dracovish, at best, can crunch your Psychic Fangs. Neither is KOing us. And if we burn the Dracovish, that puts us in a really good spot. Gardevoir swaps out, but that's fine. I don't really care about what that does. And it's just Arcanine coming back in. But yeah, I mean, Gastrodon's in a beautiful position right now. Like, that's why part of the reason why I wanted to bring it. Just felt like my opponent had nothing for it. Okay. Yep, and Fish's Run goes into Gastrodon. That's why Gastrodon's so good. We might even Dynamax that this game then. And Will-O-Wisp connects. Yeah, I mean, we're just in a phenomenal position. Maybe we don't even need to Dynamax it. Like, it does enough damage in non-Dynamax form. I'm not sure we actually need the boosts. Plus, Mudsdale still looks really good against my opponent's team. So, let's see. There is only one switch-in. I think Scald here is safer because nothing resists... I mean, Dracozold's the one thing, but I'm not sure you ever switch out Dracozold into this position. So we can Scald the Arcanine here. And I think we'll set up Safeguard still just to in case for the Mudsdale in the back. We're actually going to see a Dynamax here, okay? I did not expect either of these to Dynamax, but... Okay. So let's see. It's going to be Dynamax Arcanine. Huh. Well, I'm not really sure what they can do against a Gastrodon unless it has something crazy. I think Scald probably still two-shots it, to be honest. And we're still faster under Trick Room. Just under a two-shot. Okay. No way. But my opponent just continues to click Vicious Rend. What? Alright, I don't get that one, but maybe he just doesn't want to switch into anything in the back. Close combat? It actually has max overgrowth? Holy crap. Here I was thinking, you know, Gastrodon's fine, but I'm actually glad I didn't Dynamax it, because we Dynamax, that's not KOing anyway. And this is fine. We get the, we get the Safeguard up, and now we can just bring in Mudsdale and Dynamax and Max Quake the Arcanine, but wow, what the heck. Max Overgrowth Arcanine, there you go, with Weakness Policy. That's my first Weakness Policy I've seen on Arcanine. At this point, you should expect it on any Pokemon in the format, but it's still kind of crazy to see that. I don't even know what Grass-type attack it gets. But there you go. Alright, we're going to Dynamax, we're going to Max Quake, and we are going to swap the Arcanine out and Grimmsnarl. Burnt Dracovish shouldn't do too much to Dynamax Mudsdale, especially because Mudsdale's always attacking first, and then we can just start sweeping by swaggering. But yeah, I mean, this game got trickier. Gastrodon was in such a good spot, and my opponent had the one thing that can beat a Gastrodon. Just Weakness Policy, Max Overgrowth, Arcanine. Does it get any physical Grass-type attacks? I feel like that must be special then, right? Does it get like Solar Beam? I actually don't know. Alright. The horse is out once again, though. So let's see. And no Protect. So I think they should just KO, right? If it doesn't, then we're in trouble. But it does, yeah. It's like, well, I don't see a world in which Arcanine survives that. So we get the special defense boost. We'll probably eat a Vicious Rend, but that shouldn't do more than like, I feel like 30%ish or so because of the burn and because we're attacking first. And the Dracovish is still a threat though because we don't have ways to hit it with our other Pokemon. A little bit more there actually. Ah, it's a Life Orb, that's why. Interesting. Okay. But we can intimidate that further with our Arcanine in the back. And we can also get defense boost through Steel Spike. And more importantly, my opponent's committed their Dynamax, so there's no more Dynamax potential. Alright, let's see. Gardevoir is not a threat to us at all. We're going to one-shot that, basically. Could pretty easily Swagger and just Max Quake the Dracovish. We also need to make sure that we conserve the Arcanine in case my opponent's last one is Corviknight. So we'll see what if they bring out their last one right now or just bring out something we've already seen. Gardevoir's just coming back out, okay. Let's see. How do we lose this? Gardevoir doesn't really threaten Mudsdale. We don't have either screen up right now. Or sorry, we have light screen. But not reflect. Pretty free opportunity, honestly, to reflect. And with Safeguard up, this Gardevoir isn't threatening us at all. But I don't know, actually, if I'm knocking out Dracovish otherwise. Ooh, with this being the last turn of Trick Room, too, that's kind of scary. Because Dracovish here could easily protect. I'm predicting the Protect here. I'm going to Reflect and Steel Spike. That might have been a misplay, though. Gardevoir swaps out. Wow. Was that just a really good bait? And Corviknight's the last one. Alright, we need to see Protect on Dracovish here. Doesn't Protect. Wow. I think I might have misplayed by not targeting that slot down then. But the problem here is if I double up, if I target into the Dracovish and it protects, Gardevoir can... I guess Gardevoir's never doing damage there though, so maybe... Oh, Psychic Fangs. That's cool. But we'll be able to just set up Reflect again, and the Psychic Fangs doesn't get rid of the defense boost, and we still have a turn of Dynamax. But I just made this game harder for myself. If we just knocked out Dracovish this turn, the game was over, basically. That being said, it's going to be slower than our Arcanine. So we're going to Reflect. Yeah, Reflect and just go for a Max Quake. I really thought Dracovish was protecting there. Since that's pretty much your only win con at this point. But I think I should have targeted it down anyway, because Gardevoir's not really threatening us, because we have Safeguard up anyway. So we'll just get another Reflect up now. He might not even have Protect, to be honest. Bird. I don't... Yeah, Fish's Wrench shouldn't KO us here, right? I think we should be good. Alright, nice. Yeah, Mudsdale is just so hard to knock out. After Burn and Max Quake, that should be a KO here onto the Dracovish. We still haven't won this, though, because Grimmsnarl doesn't do any damage. So we're at +2 special defense, +1 defense now, and we've got Reflect up. We can easily set up Light Screen this next turn. It might be actually more optimal to Fake Tears the Gardevoir, I think. By Fake Tearsing it, Heat Wave will do more from Arcanine, and I think Arcanine can maybe 2v1 because it actually has Heat Wave. Scrassy Terrain's actually been helping us out a bunch, though, which is nice. I think this turn we Light Screen Heat Wave. Or sorry, Light Screen Body Press. No, not Body Press. Heavy Slam. Shiny Corviknight looks sick, by the way. That looks so cool. Alright, so we're all the way boosted up. Heavy Slam and Light Screen. Yeah, I'm not sure a Brave Bird Psychic or a Brave Bird Dazzle knocks us out. If we knock out Gardevoir, Arcanine will win 1v1 against the Corviknight. Even if we get knocked out here, Grimmsnarl isn't going down, I get the free switch into Arcanine, and then I can just Fake Tears Heat Wave. Huh? That gets Fake Tears? What? In the world? Does this KO? Oh my god. The answer to that question is no, it does not KO. Scrassy Terrain actually helped us out a bunch too. But yeah, I felt like we had a really good team matchup in Team Preview, and even though we got kind of cheesed by that Max Overgrowth Arcanine, we just had really solid Pokemon here. So everything disappears, but with Arcanine in the back, all we need to do is just come in and Heat Wave. And I don't even think a Brave Bird knocks us out. I mean, we're at +2 defense, or just +1 right now. Maybe it does actually then. But we'll just close combat here. And I guess there's really no other point. There's no other play really than to just go for a Swagger. Fake Tearsing doesn't accomplish anything. Both screens have been set up. Yep. Alright, so let's see if Brave Bird knocks out +1. It probably does. I think it does. I'd be surprised if it doesn't. Oh my, Mudsdale, you're so good. What the heck? This is why I won the first regional championship too. That's nuts. We didn't need that survival, obviously, with Arcanine in the back with Heat Wave. But man, Fake Tears Corviknight. Who knew that got Fake Tears? That is definitely the new trend right now in the metagame, I feel like. And I'm a fan of it. I'm a big fan of it. I was going to say, should I Swagger the Corviknight? But that's literally how you can throw this game away. So at this point, there's really no... All we need is to free switch it into Arcanine. We click Heat Wave, and then boom, that's game. So there's no reason to go for pretty much anything else. So we're in the Arcanine waiting room right now, basically. We could have Swaggered Corviknight to be fun, but I'd rather win. Obviously, winning and having fun is the ideal combo. But sometimes, you gotta prioritize one over the other. By Swaggering Corviknight, basically the out it gives our opponent is if we miss a Heat Wave, and then they just Brave Bird and like crit the Arcanine. Grimmsnarl won't be able to win 1v1 against Corviknight unless you get multiple confusion hits back to back to back to back to back. So we'll be able to bring an Arcanine out. Now we can pretty easily just Heat Wave. And that'll be game. Even if we miss Heat Wave now, with the Berry, we'll be fine. So super support Arcanine coming out. You can see one of the downsides of Grimmsnarl though, basically. Like, it does kind of become useless when you don't have any attacking moves, but often for teams that you use it on, you don't even actually need attacking moves on. So yeah, we end up getting some nice wins here. That first win I still think we kind of stole. Like, I don't think we really should have won, but that's why every turn matters so much, especially when you're staring down something like a Mudsdale, especially when it's paired with Grimmsnarl and support. So yeah. This team basically is the protect the Mudsdale team, and I think Duraludon and Togekiss will come out in certain games against teams that threaten the Mudsdale, but otherwise Mudsdale is a really, really solid pick. So yeah, that's going to be it for our debut with the Mudsdale team that Alex Ogloza used to climb to #1 on the Battle Stadium ladder. Of course, please go check out Alex. I've linked once again his Twitter, his Twitch, and his YouTube in the description below. One of the OG VGC YouTubers and one of the more active content creators, and he's streaming pretty much like every other day on Twitch nowadays. So if you want high-level ladder on VGC, especially on Twitch, go check him out. So yeah, I'm going to be playing in Dallas Regionals tomorrow, guys. Wish me luck. You can follow my Twitter at CybertronVGC for live updates. Regardless of how it goes, though, I'm excited to just have a good time and hopefully meet some of you guys at that tournament. Thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully see you soon. All right, peace.